Hi folks, I'm Nate with Two Guys a Ride, and today Rob and I are here in beautiful Mississippi, and we are here with an extremely rare car, a 1972 Mercury Montego GT with the Cyclone Performance Package. And I'm going to guess, but probably you've never seen one before. So, Glenn, Kelly.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again. Thank you for sharing your car with us.
Thank you for being here. We sure appreciate it.
It's so fun to see cars that you never see, right?
Yeah.
This is, I mean, as equipped from the factory, there were, how many made?
Somewhere between 30 and 33 is the number that I can get.
Right. I mean, and that's it.
Yes.
In the entire world.
That's correct.
Which is extremely rare, which, I mean, we've seen, you know, Mercury Montegos. We can see sometimes a Mercury Montego GT, but not with a Cyclone Performance Package on it. I mean, that's just extremely rare. So thank you so much. This is just awesome. All right. You know what? Let's start up front here.
Sure.
I love this, the front end of this. This is, you know, especially with those ram air intakes right there. Oh, that is just what a look. And I love just, you know, how it's indented and then it rises.
Yep, going into the plenum.
Yeah, which makes sense for air, but it's just, you know, artistically it looks great. Okay, now, the sort of the heart of this beast is underneath the hood.
Yes.
So can we take a look at it?
Absolutely. 429 4-barrel factory ram air. This is one of the things that makes it so rare. Most of these, from what I understand, if I've got my numbers right, were 351 Cobra jets with the ram air, but it's like trying to find hen's teeth to find a factory ram air 429 vehicle, you know, a piece, so to speak. It's, extremely rare.
Now, since it had the Cyclone Performance Package, what all did that add beyond the GT?
Well, of course, you know, the better suspension, the ram air that we were just talking about. You could only get the 351 Cobra Jet or the 429 locker rear end, you know, positraction style rear end. I think there's some other, I haven't looked at it recently, but I know there was a whole laundry list of goodies that you got with it.
Okay. So, all right, but basically inside here, this is, it would have been the engine and the ram air intake.
This is all stock with the exception of that bright green interstate battery.
All right. So, if you have seen one of these before, because there's only 30, 34 made somewhere in there, you know, drop us a note and let us know, you know, where you saw it. And if you know about any more of the specs that came with the Cyclone Performance Package, you know, drop us a note again in the comments. All right, now, my arm is kind of hurting from holding this. This is completely heavy steel roof, hood up, so.
Yeah, it'll stay up by itself. Everything needs oiled.
Let's walk around this side. Now, as far as any sort of a restoration, have you repainted the car? Have you?
No.
This is original?
I maintain it. It's got some war wounds on it. And going back a little bit, see, these decals that you see, Ram Air, Cyclone, the stripes, that was part of the Cyclone Performance option as well.
Now, let's talk for a minute about where you got the car, because I don't think you bought it at a dealership.
No, but it's originally, I think what you're trying to get at, it was this vehicle, when it was made, Ford sold it to itself to the Research and Development Center in Dearborn.
Okay, yes.
It was actually up on the rotisserie out there for a couple years.
Okay.
And it's my understanding that the original designer of the Torino and the Montego for 72, 73 owned this vehicle for a while. And then it traded hands with various collectors.
Okay. Until you came on.
Yeah, till I got it.
Approximately how many miles does it have on it?
This car has 46,000 miles on
Something
it,
like that.
somewhere in
Okay.
there.
Wow, low miles.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Well, now, would these have been the original wheel covers and the rims?
Original wheels, but not of course, the original tires.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Not, but that's factory.
Original style wheels. Now
Right.
I have put, the original ones had some corrosion on them and whatnot. So I've bought some newer. Those are old, but they were. Newer.
You had them reconditioned.
No, those are new ones, but the old ones I still have. But they've got some pitting and stuff.
Right.
They've just the chrome is
Okay. Yep.
not as nice.
Yep. So, but they are an exact look.
Yes, that's right. Same wheel.
What would have been on the car if
Correct.
you bought it? Okay. It's got a great line. We got to stand back here a little bit to take a look at it. But underneath that chrome strip, you've got a whole nother color paint plus a black stripe line.
Yeah, that's the part of the Cyclone Performance option. Those decals, the stripes.
I love it though, because until you can get back from the car, you don't even see it.
Yeah, if you're up on it, it's hard to see.
No, you don't see it. Now these louvers here, were they decorational, functional?
Yes, those were just decorational.
Okay. Let's step to the back here. Now this would have shared a platform with the Cougar or the same
Torino.
With the Torino.
Yes.
Okay. So Ford had some parts they were using, duplicating some of us, but the body and everything else is, of course, completely different. You would have gotten the Cyclone badge on the back. I love the tail lights. I mean, that they take up most of the bumper, right? Now we're used to have these tiny little things in the corner. Is single or dual exhaust?
That's dual exhaust.
Okay. Okay, so let's step over to this side. And so beyond the badging, the two sides are identical, right?
Yes.
So you had the badging on both sides to make sure people knew it was the GT and the Cyclone Performance Package. Can we take a look at the interior?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
That's one of the best parts of that car. If
I tell you what, you feel that door opening. It's like holding a skyscraper in your hands. I also love the fact that the door handle is sheer metal.
Yes.
I mean, that's heavy duty. That's not going to break off in the winter. Okay.
Back when cars were made out of...
Made to last?
That's right, made with metal.
Now, it's all original again, right?
Yep.
Okay, so white interior. How do you keep a white interior that clean? People took care of it, obviously.
Yeah, well... you don't drive it.
Yeah, it's a very rare car.
It's not
right?
it's not an everyday car.
Right. This one is.
It just goes out, every so often.
Right. Well, it's a super rare car, right? It's only one of 30-some in the world.
Yeah.
All right, but excellent shape. Okay, so you would have just had. You didn't have power windows. You did have a hand remote for the mirrors.
Yep.
But only the driver's side. Did the passenger side have a mirror control?
Nope.
Nope. So then you'd have to go push that with your fingers.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Automatic.
Yep.
How many gears?
C6, 3-speed, automatic.
And then now inside the dash, since this was like a performance upgrade, right? Was there any additional gauges that you know of?
No, that's...
Or did it at least come with a full set?
It has the gauge cluster. You could get in regular Montegos. And look, they made, a lot of the regular Montegos and Montego GTs. And,
right.
I don't want to make it sound like they only made... 33 of this body style, because that's not.
No, it's with the Cyclone Performance Package added.
But that does have the gauge package, and there is like in a standard Montego, you would have, see how it has the 3 big circles to the left?
Yep.
You would have just like one more of those over to the right, and you'd have idiot lights and things like that.
Okay. So, but on the Cyclone Performance, you got these other little gauge pods.
Yes, and you could get that on other vehicles too. It was an option.
It was an option. Okay,
yeah.
But it came standard on the Cyclone as part of the Cyclone Performance Package.
Correct.
Okay. Of course, you had. Do you have air conditioning here?
Yep, and it blows ice cold.
Wow. Okay, so that's all your fan controls and your lights, and then you've got, it would have been FM and AM
Yep.
radio.
And I believe that does have an 8-track in it too, doesn't it?
Okay,
Yep,
it does
sure
have an
does.
8-track
Yep.
in it. And then, of course, you had, was it a lights? Nope, that's your lights. What was the other switch on the, just to the right of the steering wheel? So so you got your wiper and washers, a knob right here, and then right and left of the stereo is your volume and tuning, and probably tone. All right. Of course, a glove compartment on the passenger side. Did the seats move at all?
Yeah, of course they go up and
Forward, back.
forward and aft. That's right.
And then you could tilt them forward to
That's
get
right.
in.
Yes, exactly.
All right. And now the bench seat didn't lay down, I don't think, in these, did they?
You mean if you had a
In the
bench in
back?
the front
In
or
the back?
No, it's stationary. That's correct.
Okay. And you had, of course, a little space for a center arm console. I mean, you
Yep.
have it's a little over a foot for storage.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
real
right.
big, but you could fit a couple things in
Yeah,
there.
plus you got the glove box, so you got
You got ample storage for your little things.
for back in the day, that's all you used to get.
Yep. I love the steering wheel. Was this the standard steering wheel? Or did
No, that's a rim blow, meaning the horn is in the.
Oh, it's inside the
Yeah.
rim. Oh.
And that's the top of the line steering wheel for the day.
Okay, all right, but that's what it would have. You could
Yep,
have ordered
that's
that
what it
with the
came with.
factory.
That's
Okay,
correct.
and then of course, I believe it tilted. Did it not?
Yeah,
Just up or down?
I think that's a tilt wheel.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yes, that's a tilt wheel.
Okay, and then wow, I mean, do you remember offhand what the color scheme was called for this?
No, I'd
Okay.
have to.
It's really nice.
I've got an Elite Marty report on it, and I'd just have to look at it again.
Okay, well that's fine. But the green and the white, and then the almost the same color green. It's just incredible, and all original carpet.
Yep.
Wow, that is just nuts. All right, let's close that door, and we'll head back up to the front, I think. Okay, so just a couple more questions. Obviously, this is a rare car. If you have one of like only 34 that were ever produced, it's probably not a car you drive every day, right? Just because you want to preserve its value. So my question is, do you have what are the future plans for the car?
No real plans other than it just.
Maintain it?
Yeah, I like owning it, and I think I shared this with you when I went out to see if it'd start. I said, it's probably been at least 5-6 years since I've started it.
Right, because it doesn't get moved all the time.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Don't want
right.
to put too many miles on it. But you know what, folks? It took them 2 tries, and the car started right up.
Yep.
All right, one last question.
Okay.
Again, this could be for either one of you or both of you, but favorite memory from this car?
The favorite memory of this car is just ownership of this vehicle. This is sort of, we have a few different vehicles that we have. I almost feel like we're, for lack of a better way of putting it, curators of sorts with some of these cars. But we like things that are usually more unique and not as commonplace. Which I think this fits that mold for sure.
Definitely.
Just even without some of the other things that make it even more unique. I mean, it's just unique in and of itself. I mean, I don't know how many times you even see a Montego of this year out and about. There's not many, I don't think.
And in original condition, this good?
But it's just the ownership experience of having this. And taking care of it, and like I said, being like the curator of it.
Absolutely, and you know what? We appreciate being given the privilege of coming and having you be willing to pull the car out for us, and just giving us a tour of the car so people can at least enjoy it virtually and see that it actually existed. Well, guys, thank you so much, Glenn and Kelly, for once again sharing one of your beautiful cars from your collection with us. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
And thanks for watching.